Many of you may not have known this since I haven't made a lot of mention about it, but I am a huge fan of the To Aru series, and unfortunately, I am an anime only for this franchise as well. Sorry if you are one of those who have been keeping track of the light novels. Throughout its anime form, the series has been solely handled by JC staff, from its humble beginnings as To Aru Majutsu no Index, all the way to the most recent To Aru Kagaku no Accelerator. For the most part, JC staff has kept the franchise going, regardless of whether or not it was inferior to the light novels. But I can't say for sure as of recent times, especially with the incredible train wreck which was To Aru Majutsu no Index Season 3, being way too rushed for its own good, and even To Aru Kagaku no Accelerator, which suffered tremendously in the animation aspect, probably the worst that the series has ever been. But throughout all of this commotion, there has been a part of the To Aru series that has remained the biggest factor for my love of the franchise, and that is of course To Aru Kagaku no Railgun. This side story that focuses on the character of Misaka Mikoto is a big deal for me. While the announcement of Index Season 3 did get me pumped up for the revival of the series, it wasn't until Railgun Season 3's announcement that I completely lost myself, and the main factor is the character of Mikoto, who is probably my favorite character from the entire series. And despite the fact that Railgun's stories are technically less interesting than Index, they are presented so much better than Index's, and this could be all thanks to the director in charge, Nagai Tatsuyuki. He is the same director behind several critically acclaimed anime, such as Anohana and Toradora. It is no wonder then that this side of To Aru seems so much more interesting than the main story of Index, and it is without question that the series reached its peak in Season 2. It was an experience that stayed in my mind even to this day, because even though I already know what happens in the sister arc from Index Season 1, the incredible pacing and details offered in Railgun Season 2 throughout its 16 episodes or so made the payoff all the more worth it. So with the fact that Season 3 is once again bringing back Tatsuyuki as the director, it puts my worries much less than it would have been. Although there will be a change in the series composer, switching from Minakami Seishi to Yasukawa Shogo, and based on what I am gathering, Shogo seems to be a pretty competent series composer, especially when it comes to JC stuff, being part of shows like Food Wars and UQ Holder. But as much of a competent staff member as Shogo may be, it is a little concerning that he or she will also be in charge of Food Wars at the same time. That amount of workload for the same studio does concern me, but I've seen many situations of a single staff member in charge of multiple series and having successfully pulled through. So it is not all doom and gloom. Plus, while I may be a little worried about JC staff's recent slacking in their animation quality, it is hard not to notice how Tatsuyuki as a director has been a prominent factor in avoiding that scenario. Both Toradora and the past seasons of To Aru Kagaku no Railgun were handled by JC staff and have stood out in terms of animation just because Tatsuyuki was involved. So while it may be a tough call for Season 3 to surpass the greatness of Season 2, I am confident that it will be the season that brings the To Aru franchise out from its slump, and if possible, it may just be the anime to clear the bad name for JC staff that they have gathered with their many recent disappointments. I am hoping for the best and definitely looking forward to this new season of a series I love so much. So let me know in the comment section below whether or not you are anticipating the third season of To Aru Kagaku no Railgun, and also what you think about the To Aru series in general, whether you have read the light novels or not. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.